Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of mid-autumn update here at Fruitopia. You saw part 1, which was a combined effort with the aftermath of our hailstorm. So this is a continuation of that, because it was a long video, but I didn't get to cover everything that I wanted. So this one will be the second half of that video. Let's go and have a look to see what's new and what's taking place now in mid-autumn, April 21. First things first, guys, the heart of autumn has arrived. That is leaf drop, as you can see on the persimmon tree here, the fuyu, the one that I picked, involuntarily picked, because the parrot started pecking on the fruit, because I didn't put a net on it this year. There was only like 20 fruit or 30 fruit. I don't bother to net the trees unless they're completely covered. Last year it had over 200 and it was worth my effort. It's a bit of an effort trying to put the net on here, because the net sticks to these branches. They're not net friendly. Putting it on is easier than pulling it off. Trying to take it off here, these break. You lose a lot of limbs on the persimmon with the netting. So that's the beauty of autumn right there. Another beautiful sight now in this time of the year is the sugar cane. This is my tallest sugar cane at wow, I would say 3.5 meters in height. It's almost as high as the ice cream bean, which is 5 meters. So you can see here the sugar cane coming all the way down, and a lot of that is ready to pick, by the way. So yes, you can grow sugar cane to its fullest during even winter, by the way. Even in winter, this is standing glorious, no matter what. So plant your sugar cane in a cool to warm temperate climate. And the same applies with the bananas, guys. Keep planting those bananas. Do not see bananas in a temperate climate as a negative. That's just another myth, and I've proven it year after year. Look at these guys. They've been shredded because of the wind, but you'll get this shredding anywhere, even in New Guinea. Even in New Guinea, when they have a cyclone, you should see how their bananas look. Aesthetics don't matter so much, guys, as long as it gets the job done. Have a look. Look at that rack there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 tiers of bananas coming up on that rack. So plant your bananas too, and your sugar cane, and you won't regret it. This is the Kaffir lime tree, or Kaffir, however you want to pronounce it. A very popular ingredient in Asian cooking. And I remember when I bought this 12 years ago, the guy at the nursery told me, it's going to be very hard to grow because these don't do well in Melbourne. Good luck with this lime tree. And look at it, after 11, 12 years, it's grown over the fence. Every year I have to trim it. Look at that, over the shed. Look, it's a struggle for me to keep it at 2 meters. And right now it's in its full glory and ready to harvest all the limes. It's mainly used for tom yum, laksa, Malaysian and Thai cooking. In particular, the leaves. The leaves are very much in demand and very expensive at the market. Like 10 of these leaves at an Asian grocery store are like $6. Very, very, very expensive. Here I have another cooking ingredient that's favorite with Asians. It's the turmeric, which right now has reached its peak. And yes, you can grow these outdoors. You don't have to have them in a pot. You don't have to bring them in winter. They will grow outdoors in Melbourne, but they die back over winter. So a month from now, it will turn yellow and the leaves will die back after it's finished flowering. There you go. It's doing its thing now with these beautiful flowers. These come up every autumn. Look at that. So remember, all these tropical herbs and spices will do fine here outdoors. They come back in December and they last till around May. The same with the Yacon. First time growing Yacon for me. This got hit real hard from last week's hail. It got ripped into pieces. But other than that, right? Other than that, it looks like it's been a success for my first attempt. So I'm going to be harvesting these pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly when, because it's the first time, but I'm guessing it'll be real soon. A friend of mine who inspired me to grow these just picked his. So I don't see any tubers anywhere yet. So, oh, there's a lot of sweet potato growing in here too, which I also planted last summer. So, and as you can see, there's a forest of sweet potato. We grow it for the leaves, not for the potatoes. Again, for Asian cooking. Look at that. A whole forest of sweet potatoes around the lemon tree. And whilst we're here, let's check out the jackfruit. The jackfruit I planted last spring, I think it was, around October, November. Well, it's been a sad result, although now after all those months it's starting to grow, right? I had terrible luck with the snails. The snails for some reason like jackfruit, the tender leaves, although they're not doing anything to them now. It's like back in November they chomped on all the new growth, and now they're leaving all the new growth alone. So I don't know what that's all about. Unexplainable. The unexplainable, guys. But that's the that's one of 4 jackfruits that I planted. Yeah, this is tropical jackfruit, not an imitation, the real deal. These were seedlings that I got from Dailies, as I said, back in spring, which was around October last year. So that's one, which is coming back. The other one is here, and he also has signs of coming back. Yeah, they've got destroyed almost totally over early summer. So instead of growing with the heat we had in December, they went backwards. They went the other direction because the snails got them. Yeah. So now that the snails aren't interested anymore because there's all this, look at all this leaf here to chew on, right? There's other things for them to get. Lots and lots of leaves everywhere. It's like, wow, snail heaven here. They decided to leave the jackfruit alone. Yeah, thanks. So I lost a whole summer of growth on the baby jackfruit seedlings. There's the third jackfruit. This one is in the worst shape of all 4 of them. Really bad. It tried so hard to come back in summer. really bad. This one I might have to pull out. That as you can see there, that's a snail. See how a snail has eaten that, chewed on that. Even now they're going after the leaves. The tree's fine, it's alive. I can pull it out and put it into a pot, I guess, but no luck at all. This one is gone. Right there is Japanese ginger, which grew over summer, and now it's dying back. That's another one that comes back every year. Miyoga ginger, yeah. And here we have the lemongrass, which does really well in ground. All year round this grows, no problem. The fourth jackfruit is hiding in there, and that one's doing the best out of all four. See it? There it is. It gets full sun in the morning. Let's get it a little closer to it. Yeah, here it is. And all these are getting protected by lilies, bananas, the orange tree here next to me, and the lemon tree right there, and behind me, sugarcane. It's like in the middle of a forest, a fruit forest. So let's take a closer look. This one is done pretty good, and it's got a lot of new growth coming. I could have made a separate video on the jackfruit. I know you guys don't like long videos, but I just wanted to cram it all in. There's the new growth there. So, and there's more here. See the new growth? So I want to try and protect this one, especially this one. Well, it's getting natural protection as I just showed you, but frost protection. I might put 4 sticks in here and a shade cloth over it, or something to protect it from frost coming up in May. Between May and September we get frost at least once a week. Next to it is wax jambu, which did pretty good. That one I put in ground last spring. It flowered, but the fruit dropped off just as it was starting to grow. So we'll get a little closer on this one from the other side. And this one also needs frost protection in winter. Wax jambu. There it is there. That's the wax jambu. Or rose apple. Yeah, these are very cold sensitive when they're young. There's some new growth coming there, which is beautiful. Even now in autumn, it's growing. We have mild weather still, so it's going to grow for another month or so. And then in June, that's when the problems begin. Until September, when it turns around. There's that jackfruit again over there on the side. So as you can see, it's like a microclimate in here for these two guys, as I showed you from the other side. They're getting all this protection from all around and above from the bananas. And speaking of bananas, there's a nice rack here as well. These are nice and fat. The angle right now is not the best, but beautiful. And that's just above also where we're standing, above the Yacon. This is the macadamia nut, the one I've had for over 10 years. It's got a few nuts on it. These are the winter oranges that are coming along. Over 100 of them. The whole thing is loaded with oranges. Right? Loaded. Absolutely packed. And that's the lime tree. Not many limes this year. Only about 30 instead of 100. So that's the macadamia. A few nuts here. They're spread out. A few here and there. Right. It's a huge tree on this cluster up there. This cluster is hidden here and there. The native American pawpaw is just about ready to go to sleep, dropping its final leaves. Right? So it'll be entering its 3rd year this coming spring. So hopefully we'll get some fruit in year 3. And over here we have some more bananas. A nice rack. Yep. Autumn is an exciting time. Don't think that it's all over Red Rover when summer ends. As a matter of fact, on the contrary, autumn is more exciting than summertime here in Melbourne. And one of the most beautiful sights is the Loquat, which took a year off in 2020. It didn't give us any fruit, but wow, it's going to be a bumper year in 2021 in spring, which is October. Look at it, it's packed with flowers and young fruit everywhere. Clusters of flowers and fruit. So it's gonna make up for last year. And the other Loquat up there too. See how it's full of flowers? Wow, it's so warm right now. I think it's 20 Celsius. We're gonna be going to the beach after this video, get some suntan and have a swim. Yep, we swim all year, guys. Even now in autumn and also in winter when it's sunny. Look at that beautiful sight. I'll be showing more of the Loquats in another video. And there's my neighbor's deciduous tree. It's gonna drop, all those leaves will be gone. It's gonna look like a skeleton 4 weeks from now. A few of you have asked me on the progress of the root rot on the Pinkerton and Lamb Hass. Sorry to say there hasn't been any anything new to report except further dieback. And there's 4 fruit remaining on it. Right? So I'm leaving them on. A few of you have told me to take off all the fruit. I didn't have to do that. The tree dropped the fruit all by itself. I didn't take anything off. It dropped around 60 fruit all by itself. It didn't need my help. So what I've done is every week I come up here and keep cutting back with this dieback. I did that yesterday because it was all black up here. It was all black. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the dieback. And I did the same over there. I cut that off as well. And there's some dieback here I didn't catch. It looks like this. Right? That's what we're talking about. We're fighting this. And yes, every week I do spray the anti-rot from Yates. I've put a lot of organic matter on the tree roots here to keep it happy, because that's what avocados like. They love leaves. I can't give it any avocado leaves because it doesn't have any. So I'm raking up fig leaves and loquat leaves. It's the best I can do, guys. This is the ruby red grapefruit, which also took a year off in 2020. And 21 is going to be a bumper crop year. There's over, wow, 50 to 60 fruit. Beautiful. Just lovely. Ruby red. And this one is around 6 years old, maybe 7 now. And very healthy. Very healthy citrus. Look at the lush green. That's how you want them to look. Right? It's only at 1.4 meters in height, and it's packed. That's what we want. The Rollinia that I put in the ground here last year, or let's see, not last year, but the year before that. Hang on. Yeah, I think it was summer 2020, 1920. It just tried to come back from its little funk after winter last year, but as much as it tried, the little or any growth that it had, which is just these couple of guys here, last month it just decided to say, sorry, but it's too much of a struggle. So I don't know what to do with this Rollinia, which I've had for 2 years. Hang on, no, not 2 years. I've had for a year and a half in the ground. So it's coming up to its second winter now in ground. It wasn't happy with winter last year, so I might end up pulling it out and just putting it into a pot. It's just not a happy guy at all. Not happy at all. I put it underneath the ice cream beam, right up there, directly under it, for frost protection. It's not happy. That's a Davidson's plum, which, as you guys know, some of you know, it gave us 6-7 first fruits this past summer, which was exciting for such a small tree. Right, it's below my knee. It's only 2 feet tall, and I got almost a dozen fruit. What a champion that guy is. This is the Tahitian variety of black sapote, chocolate pudding fruit. This had like a dozen fruit, and it dropped most of them, and there's only 1 fruit left now. So it's taking it easy, not too much stress on him, but very happy and very healthy. Black Tahiti variety. Yeah, and it's protected by sugarcane, by bananas, by lilies, and by this avocado behind me. So he's getting a lot of protection. The little baby black sapote in its 2nd year. Yeah, this is the Fuerte avocado, which gave us 1 fruit, its first fruit, after 3 years in the ground. Yeah. And then we have the Fina de Hete Cherry Moya, which again just doesn't seem to want to do much other than grow and look pretty. Just like my star fruits, they grow, they look pretty, but no fruit, guys. And when they do fruit, when they have fruited, they're not sweet. They don't get to the sweet stage. It's only holding a couple of fruit. There's one back there, see it? Hiding. Yeah, so that's that. And the star fruit, not much better. Pretty, but fruitless. It didn't even flower. It didn't even flower. Thanks for nothing. After 10 years. So I don't know what the story is. This is the Thai variety, the Thai Night. It's even gone into autumn mode, starting to drop its leaves without even giving us any results. Quite a windy day today. Very windy. The longan next to it has done very well. Very happy with the results on the longan. A lot of new growth. This is the Kohala variety. Very happy. I'm not expecting fruit in the first 2 years or even 3 years, but growth. As you can see, I've loaded it with fig leaves above the lawn clippings, as now the figs are dropping their leaves. So a lot of raking going on every day. There's the green sapote, the first one I planted in the ground. Doing good, doing really good. Look at that, it's pushing upwards, which is what we want to see. It's got a few bites, like all the tropicals do, from the critters, but wow, what a champion. Very, very happy with the green sapote. And beside it is the Subel white sapote, which has been in the ground for only 3 years and it's already 3 meters tall. Huh? And fruiting for the first time. Finally gave us some fruit. So I don't know what this one tastes like, but from what I can see, looks like it's going to taste like all the rest of them. They've all got a similar taste. So, just like I'm telling you to grow bananas, grow white sapote, guys. I know they're expensive to buy initially. Forget about seedlings. I tried that. Not a good idea. Get yourself a grafted white sapote from dailies when they have them in stock. They had quite a few of them over summer. The yellow Jaboticaba, in ground now for 6 months. Been doing okay. Got nipped a lot on the edge. The aphids sort of like these new leaves on the end there, but hopefully over the cooler months they'll be left alone. But over summer, oh my god, total annihilation. But overall, looking pretty good. A slow grower. There's a new growth there on the yellow Jaboticaba. Nice and small. Pitomba tried to recover. He tried to recover with a new root shoot here. See that green one down there? He tried, Hang on. Yeah, there we are. So he tried to grow back from the root. See the green tip there? He even had a leaf on him. But with the hail that we had last week and the frosty weather, it died back. That new growth died back on the pitomba. I got a replacement though, which is in the greenhouse. That's my in-ground lychee, which has been in the ground the same time as the longan. So this has done very well, considering it doesn't get full sun all day like it should. Look, further new growth even after the hail. The hail got a lot of hail damage here, but it's coming back. It's coming back. A lot of new growth, just stunning. On the lychee. Yep. Got smashed around by the hail. This is the Bosworth. And next to it is the the very sad lamb hass, which again I always cut back the dieback. Not good at all, guys, not good. This one ain't gonna make it. I don't feel he's gonna make it at all. The Pinkerton has got a good chance, but this one, no. You can tell from the trunk, right? You can see the signs. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to be a doomsdayer on my own tree, but got to be realistic, right? Look, it's black. Got to be realistic. So rest in peace, lamb hass. I'm gonna wait till the end of winter. I'm gonna give him another 3 or 4 months to see what he does before pulling him out. Anyway, the good news is above him. See how there's good news on the other side is the this guy. Look at that. That's the ice cream bean with his ice cream beans that are going to be ready in about 6 weeks, 2 months, around June. Yeah, June, July, we get our ice cream beans. Look how many there are coming. It's crazy. Sorry for the wind, it's a bit windy. Look at all that. Yeah. Windy, windy, windy. Not a problem for the ice cream bean tree. The least sook of all the trees I have. So don't be afraid. Plant out your ice cream bean tree, guys, if you have the room. It's a big tree, so keep that in mind. Huge tree. Forget about growing this in a pot. Pomelo is almost ready, another month. These are usually ready at the end of May up till August. So these run all through winter. Yeah. Very, very easy to grow. As easy as lemons and oranges. Massive. Pomelo. The pink guava. Majestic, as it is every year. Do not forget to plant your guavas, guys. They do really well here in Melbourne. This one is 8 years old, and it's exactly 3 meters. I keep trimming it down and in every year, otherwise it would have been 5 meters by now. So it's very, very vigorous and prolific, and you get rewarded with these delicious fruits at the end of winter, around August, September. The taste of Hawaii in your Melbourne garden. And that applies with all the guavas. They grow really well here. Not just the pink one. Pink, white, yellow, red. The red one is a little tropical, but once they get established, they're all good. Good to go. So that's the pink. And next to it is the Jaboticaba, which is just over 3 meters high. And we haven't had much luck with it regarding fruit. It's another one of those star fruit cherry moya stories. Lots of growth, lots of beauty, lots of this, lots of everything except fruit. It gave us one flush of fruit a couple of years ago, and that's all. So I don't know what the story is with this guy. I don't know at all. So that's why I got 2 new Jaboticabas from Dailies this summer, a couple of months ago, to get some fruit. Apparently they're early fruiters, unlike this one here, which took 10 years to give me fruit. And then it just decided to stop giving me fruit in year 11 and year 12. Jaboticaba, the grape tree from Brazil. And as some of you know, this is my main avocado, the Hass, and we've been eating these now since Christmas. Every week I'm picking 2 to 3 fruit, and there's still 50 to 60 fruit to go, including only about 20 for next year. These are next year's fruits. Not going to get some, and it's going to take a bit of a rest for next year, but wow, check out this year's fruits. It's just incredible. Incredible. Just mind-blowing. Hass. Thankfully, I planted a few varieties instead of just one when I did. Otherwise, if I had lost that one, now I would have no avocado, right? So guys, if you have the room, plant, plant, plant. Plant, plant, plant. That's standing at 4 meters. The Hass avocado. And 3 meters wide. Another prolific beauty is this one here, the Tamarillo, or tree tomato. And these are all, not all, but many are ready now to go. They stay on the tree till spring, until October. So we just pick them just like we do with the avocados, a couple every day, and enjoy them. They usually fall when they're ripe. Let me show you. These are like our Easter eggs, and that's exactly when the first one is ready, around Easter. So, okay, it's wet. Yep, let me just bite that one. It's got a bit of an injury. It fell on the cement block, and look what happened. It got pierced. See that piercing? Right there. So, this is how I eat it. Just like a Easter egg during Greek Orthodox Easter. So instead of knocking it like that, you cut off the top and you suck. But because it was damaged on the side, it all splattered out from the side and got me on the outside. That was an accident, but I want to show you guys everything. The accidents as well, right? Not a problem, not a problem. That was a disaster actually, because of that little pinprick at the back here. It exploded through here. See my thumb? It exploded through there. So that wasn't a good example. Let me get another one. Okay. So let's try that again. Let's do this right. Okay. Right? Then you suck like an egg. See that? That's cardamom. Tropical cardamom. And bay leaf. Tropical, both in ground. Okay, we're all done. All sucked out. Nothing left in there. The citrus also, the early citrus will be ready next month, the month of May. I showed you the winter orange. This is the early winter mandarin, which will be ready in about 4 weeks. And it's called the Emperor. The Emperor Mandarin. So lots and lots of mandarins on their way in a few weeks. Just planted that one there 4 years ago. It's taken off, very nice. We've also been getting some of these pomegranates. Oops, that one just fell. Wow, it's splattered. Yep. Wowee. Look at that. Pomegranate season is officially here. I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, with this guy. This is the pineapple guava, which I have four trees. This is the oldest one, and it's loaded this year again. It's been 2 years back to back of fully loaded feijoas, and this is probably the easiest out of all the feijoas to grow. Even they even grow them in the UK. That's how easy this one is. So I just picked one. Let's have a look. And again, just like the Tamarillo, I bite the top, right, and squeeze. Look what happens when you squeeze. Hang on, one hand is hard. This one's a little tough. So what you want is, hang on, let me just do this. Okay, that's better. What you want is all that flesh in there. It's got a pineapple-y kind of taste. Pineapple-y, pineapple mixed with guava flavor. So you can scoop that out with a spoon. But of course here at Real Life Fruitopia, we scoop it out with our teeth. See that? That's how we do it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We better get going because it's starting to get cloudy. I don't like cloudy. Cloudy is not good. Especially when we're not going to get many beach days. during the cooler time of the year. So thanks for watching, and we'll see ya from the next video. Don't forget to go back and watch part 1 of the mid-autumn update. Thanks guys. Very windy, very windy. But at least no rain, no hail, and no cold.